Welcome back to AFC Outdoors, round 4, coming to you from Lake Cania in Queensland. It is a sensational morning. There is still plenty of mist on the water, and that's where we find Harry Watson from Team Berkeley. And Steve, plenty of precision with that cast.
That's right, Harry's working close to the bank, and at this time of the day, that's where the bass are sitting.
Yep, there's one. I was just rolling that spinnerbait off there, and I got into about 10 foot and thought I'll bring it straight along instead of coming down and out. And I got 2 bites off his fish, so he's hit it and he's come back for that gulp. Nice smell and a nice size bass in the net. There you go, look at that.
And let's take a look at Harry's spinnerbait that he's using. He's added a gulp trailer to it, and what this is a soft plastic which sits underneath the skirt. When the bass hits it, it gets a taste, it gets a feel, and it comes back again and again.
What do you reckon about him, people, eh? He's not Hank, but he's also legal. So I'm happy.
So inside the first hour, and 3 of our pros already on the board. Here's Steve Starling with more about today's arena.
Lake Cania is located in Cania Gorge National Park, just over 200 kilometres west of Bundaberg in Queensland's Burnett region. The lake offers spectacular scenery with huge sandstone cliffs towering above the creek and parts of the lake. Cania also has plenty of caravan and camping facilities located within the gorge and attracts more than 150,000 visitors every year. Known for its huge diversity of wildlife, Cania National Park is home to more than 100 species of birds. It's a popular place for water sports, boating activities and especially fishing, offering excellent opportunities to catch Australian bass, yellowbelly and the prehistoric looking Saratoga. There are many great locations for our pros to fill their wells. Rocky walls, snags, sheltered weedy flats and deeper areas, but it's my tip that whoever makes it to the old quarry and its adjacent points first will get the upper hand and be in a good position to take out the round.
We're flying in low, and this is where we find Tim Morgan from Team Humminbird. Steve, tell us a bit more about the man they call Tim the Brim.
Viewers of AFC may think of Tim Morgan as just a brim fisherman, but he's won 3 ABT bass events over the years and he holds the record Big Bass Bag. He's won more money in bass events than brim events, and he's finished runner-up 3 times in the Bass Angler of the Year.
And here is the man of the moment. One last round, not even entertaining being runner-up today. Already has one in the live well, searching for his second keeper.
Oh, whack.
Looks good here. He's
There
on.
he is out there. Got him. He hit it and started swimming towards me. Feels like a bass. Yep, just a little bass. So not a real big one. Let's grab this net. But we'll take him as number 2, if I can get him in the net. There we go. So not a huge fish, but that's number 2 in the well, so he's scoffed that spinnerbait. Only about 4 casts on spinnerbait, so maybe I should have used it a little bit earlier. But you can see that stinger hook on the back again, the same as Mondrian there. That one I've hung off the back there, a bit of milk bottle there to keep it on with, has really paid off. I wouldn't have caught that fish if I didn't have that stinger hook there. So let's get him in the well and try and get him a bigger upgrade.
Well, we're nearly an hour into the Cania round of the AFC, and young Carl Jochimson from Team Club Marine has had a pretty slow start. He wasted no time at all in getting to one of his favourite spots, the old quarry, and who could forget how well this spot served him in the last series of the AFC. But so far this morning, not even a bite.
We return to Harry Watson from Team Berkeley, and that cast just a little bit deeper.
Harry's adjusting his pattern as the sun moves up in the sky, throwing that spinnerbait a little deeper.
Got another one brought out. I don't know, that might be a yellow. No, it's a bass. This fish is just arcing out into the middle. He's not a big one, but he sort of looks all right. He's legal. There's number 2.
So Harry using that same spinnerbait in the same spot to complete his limit. And Harry knows now with 2 in the well, he can spend the rest of the day fishing for big bass.
We're tracking now over Matthew Mott. 1 in the live well. He hasn't moved from this position. Steve, why has he chosen this particular spot?
These drop-offs into the old creek bed are a real target zone for bass. You can see the change in water colour there. Motty's throwing his lure up into the shallows, he's hopping it down the drop-off, and that's where the fish are sitting.
He's one of Australia's finest, so let's take a look at his stats.
Matthew Mott qualified for the AFC by winning the ABT Bass Grand Final in 2005. He works full-time as a bass and barra guide, which makes him an ideal inclusion into Team Mercury. And even though he escaped relegation by a narrow margin last year, he's back bigger and better than ever.
And here he is, just showing us that technique that has made him so successful. Just hopping that lure off the bank. He's on.
Yep.
This could be number 2. Now, if he can land this fish, he'll join Harry Watson and Tim Morgan with a full bag, and all 3 will be upgrading.
Here we go, come on. This one ain't gonna get off. Just taking my time. Geez, I'll be happy when I get this one in the well. Get that net there. It's not a big fish, but he'll do me very nicely. There you go. Look at that. That's number 2. Big K's on roll now. Look out, boys, I'm coming to get yous. This is just choice, went up, smash him. He's a nice fish too.
Time for a break on AFC Outdoors. When we return, it's all about weight as the upgrading begins.